Good evening, Raider fans, and welcome to the Palace at Atlantic and Elm for tonight's AAC matchup. Your Harding Raiders hosting the Canfield Cardinals. Cardinals visit Warren Harding tonight with a 5-8 record. They are 0-2 in the conference, having lost to Boardman and Fitch. Your Raiders are 1-5 with 1-1 in the conference, having defeated Howland and losing a tight one to Fitch earlier this week. And the Raiders control the opening tip. And the Raiders, again, working that familiar offense, getting around the perimeter, trying to get inside. And there's Amari Burgess. Not quite. Pennington drives the lane. He has that shot blocked. Number 10, Nick Panalakis gets a hand on that one. Brings it up court. Pulls up from three, and he hits. Canfield out early with a 3-0 lead.
Panalakis starting out strong there with a block on one side, nice three on the other.
Easton Bates fights for that one, gets it back out to Dom Foster. And again, Harding controlling the offensive board. Donovan Herron up, and Herron gets the Raiders on the board.
We've talked about it a lot, Tom, the last couple of days. Herron, sophomore, bringing some nice energy here. Nice shot there, about 7 feet away.
Trey Dye takes in the lane. He doesn't get that one to go. Herron brings the ball up court for the Raiders. Mari Burgess gets it inside to Aston Bates. Aston Bates can't get that one to go. Jake Gerdick with the rebound. And that's Jake Gerdick getting the rebound and up and in. And the Canfield Cardinals out to a 5-2 lead early in this one. Burgess works it inside to Aston Bates. Aston Bates gets it back out, and that ball is tipped by Canfield. Harding will retain possession. Johnny Graham checking in for the Raiders. And there's a near steal by number 30, Zane McElroy. Good defensive hustle there. Harding will inbound it once again from the midcourt line or just beyond it.
Last game, Tom Fitch created a lot of trouble with Raiders there with some defensive pressure at all times. So we'll see if Canfield's going to employ that same kind of thing, full court pressures, etc.
Harding looking for that open shot. They display a lot of patience on their offensive side of the court. Oh, and Amari Burgess loses a handle on that one. Canfield on the fast break, and that's going to be a foul. I think that's going to go against Dom Foster.
Great position by Foster. They're chasing that play down, though. That's good hustle. Must have just barely got a little bit of hand on that one, but that was nice hustle by Foster there.
And that's going to put Nick Panalakis on the line for 2 for Canfield. Panalakis hits on his first free throw.
Can't tell if this gentleman is from Canfield or Backboard Camfield. But I'll tell you, I really love Backboard Camfield. I'll tell you that.
The Panalakis hits on both, and Canfield now out to a 7-2 lead. Donovan Herron tries to get that ball inside. It's off the hands of Aston Bates, and Canfield will take over. Zane McElroy will inbound the ball. Trey Dye pushing it up. Harding trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Harding with the rebound off of the missed Chase Lowry shot. And there's another steal by Panalakis. Intercepts that pass, gets it down court. And that was Trey Dye looking for the 3, no good. Harding with the rebound. Aston Bates with the walk underneath the basket.
So far, Tom, Canfield's causing some trouble blocking the passing lanes here. Really, just coming up from behind, snagging passes in lanes that seem open, and then they're there quickly. So that's causing the Raiders a few turnovers early in the game.
Canfield rotates several players in on that break in the action. Looks like Ryan Petro, number 4. Trying to see who all these are. Number 11, that was Trey Dye hitting the 3. And Canfield out to a commanding 10-2 lead early, and Harding takes a timeout to try to slow this down a little bit.
Yeah, they really have to try to pull some kind of a standard offensive set here to kind of set them up for some points. You don't want this to get out of hand early, and you can kind of sense that the Raiders are feeling a little bit pressured by the same defensive pressure that gave them a few issues with Austintown Tuesday night.
Well, we'll see if Harding can work from behind. They've had a little trouble holding on to leads for a couple of games. They lost a couple of heartbreakers. That one to Cheney a week and a half ago. Big lead late in the game, lost by 1, and then a big lead against Fitch on Tuesday night, wound up losing in double overtime. Now we'll see if Harding can themselves bounce back from a deficit.
Yes, play a little bit of catch up here, and try to play the person doing the uphill climbing now.
Ryan Petro and Harry Slavin among the substitutes in for Canfield. Donovan Herron bringing the ball up court. Khalil Williams in for the Raiders right now. And again, Harding working around that perimeter. That ball is tipped out of bounds by Canfield. That was Trey Dye getting a hand on that one.
Looks like Canfield setting up in like a 2-3 zone and just kind of daring them to try to get into the paint here, trying to force the Raiders to take outside shots and settle.
And Johnny Taylor takes an extra step trying to get that ball into the lane, turns it over, Canfield ball.
I think there was a little indecision by Taylor there as to who he wanted to pass it to.
Johnny Taylor is, we haven't seen him in the ball game lately, so Taylor making an appearance tonight. Junior. And Trey Dye gets the feed and an easy layup, and it's 12-2 Canfield.
Nice fake towards the three-point arc there, kind of drew Taylor up and then went behind him for the pass. Nice.
Tom Foster tries to get one off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Trey Dye bringing the ball up court for Canfield, driving into the lane. And that one doesn't go. Rebound for Johnny Graham. Tom Foster inside. Foster gets it to go and draws the foul. So an opportunity for a three-point play for Harding.
I believe that was Russo who had switched in there, tried to get in position for the charge. Just a little late getting there, and is going to give Foster the opportunity for an extra here.
Duncan Moy, the freshman, checking in for Harding. And Foster does not get that one to go, so it is a 12-4 Canfield lead. Jake Gerdick couldn't get that little jumper inside to go.
I think Russo got called for the foul there, too, on the rebound attempt.
Two quick ones for Russo, having come in. Russo's going to take a seat after that second foul. Roan Marinelli checking in for Canfield. Khalil Williams pushing the ball up court for Harding. Foster working in, puts it back out. And that's Donovan Herron for the 3, making a 12-7 ball game, and Harding starting to close the gap now.
Actually got a bit of a drive inside that time, was able to kick it out to the 3. So, you know, that's what happens if you can penetrate this zone they've been playing.
They collapse on you, leave somebody open out on the edge.
Get you a good scoring chance.
The rebound. And he loses the ball. Canfield again. Trey Dye. And Dye is off the mark. And this time, Dom Foster comes up with it. Here comes Khalil Williams. And Khalil Williams, he can't get the layup. Big scoring opportunity missed there. And Gerdick in. Gerdick just short.
Nice hands by Graham on that block.
Harry Slavin can't get the follow-up to go, and Graham winds up with it. It's Harding ball once again. Now Harding will try to slow it down and get their offense going.
Williams last time down with a great cut to the hoop. Tom just couldn't finish with that layup, but I know he'll be regretting that one for a little bit here, but got to brush it off.
Dom Foster with a three-point attempt, and that's off the mark. Ryan Petro and Trey Dye out front for the Cardinals, trying to work their offense now. Slavin inside, Gerdick with the rebound, and Gerdick will draw a foul in the paint. And that looks like that could be another one on Dom Foster. 2, that's Dom Foster's second in the first quarter.
He was actually in great position to defend that shot. He actually had forced him out of where he wanted to be. I think he was going to miss the shot anyway, but he tried to swat at the ball and got the arm instead. That's one of those defensive plays where less is more. Just get up in the air, force him to kind of change his body position, make that shot difficult, even from 2 or 3 feet away.
Aston Bates and Ty Pennington checking back in for the Raiders. And Gerdick fails to connect on either of his free throws. It remains 12-7 Canfield, with Donovan Herron pushing the ball up court for the Raiders. Duncan Moy for 3, and Moy is a little bit short on that one, tries to follow it up, and it's picked up by Rowan Marinelli. Marinelli bringing the ball down court, trying to drive it in. He'll pull it back out now, and again back under. A little too far under the basket, and that's picked off by Duncan Moy. Moy gets it out to Graham. Graham for 3. Graham hits for 3, and it's 12-10.
Great job by Moy there. Pulling back, finding Graham over in the corner. Nice shot by Johnny Graham to the 3. And the Raiders are pushing back here. On that last play, Tom Moy did exactly what I said Canfield had been doing. He just happened to step into the lane there, block their passing lane, and it was an easy 3-point transitional play on the other side for the Raiders.
There's an offensive foul on Gerdick, and the Raiders get the ball back, and now, having been down by 10 points, have a chance to tie. And that long shot at the buzzer, no good, but it is 12-10.
Got to feel great if you're the Raiders after that comeback there. They were feeling down quite a bit, and then just made a nice push here at the end.
Down 12-2, and finish up the first quarter with an 8-point run.
There's that beautiful 3 by Graham there. Cashing in on the turnover. Just want to send a shout out to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Thank you for watching WSCN and joining us here to watch some Raider basketball. We're happy to have you. Fred Whitaker, instructor for WSCN, along with Tom Bird, who is the voice of our Raiders online broadcasts. He and Eddie Colbert do a wonderful job for the Raiders there, and we're just glad to have you here.
It's always a good time. I appreciate you bringing me along.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out here to Delaney Riley, Jackie March, and Shawnee's Boomer, who are our students who are running the cameras tonight. So all the camera shots you're seeing are brought to you by the high school students here at Warren G. Harding High School. We also have our tech wizard Frank Bozak, who is doing multiple things. He's always handling multiple things.
He's back there in Command Central.
That's right. That's exactly it. Second quarter time.
And Canfield will bring the ball up to open up the second quarter. That's Trey Dye out front. Excuse me. Inside to Gerdick. Gerdick trying to go up against Bates, and Gerdick off the glass. Does it go? Bates with the rebound.
Bates caused just enough disruption there.
Pennington pushes it back out to Graham. Graham for three. That one's off the mark. Offensive rebound, and Bates up off, and again, and this time Canfield comes up with it. Well, and nice hustle by Donovan Heron trying to pick that off. Jump ball, and that's possession arrows going, looks like, to Canfield on that one.
Now it looks like it's
Pennington drives it in, dishes it off to Bates. Bates up. Bates off the glass and draws the foul, and Harding has a chance to take the lead now. Bates goes to the line to complete the three-point play.
I just got a comment real quick, Tom, about that play that got the Raiders the ball there. I know the possession arrow was going their way, but Heron with a great hustle play to Canfield Cardinals there, and he was just able to snatch the ball and, was able to get the Raiders possession. Leads to that three-point play.
Aston Bates completes the three-point play, and now it's Harding in the lead 13-12 after being down 12-2 early. Nice early comeback for the Raiders. And that was Zane Muckleroy from way downtown, but that was off the mark. Bumps it back out to Panalakis. Panalakis short, and Trey Dye with the hustle, trying to stay off that half-court line, maintains possession, drives the lane, and Trey Dye with a lot of hustle puts Canfield back up on top, 14-13. And this time it's Aston Bates, and Bates inside, and it's 15-14 Harding.
Love watching Bates work down low like that. He's just really good near the hoop, working the post. He's really good at it. I love when the Raiders go.
Big man who handles the ball well and moves very well.
He does. He's extremely quick.
Chase Lowry trying to work against Johnny Graham, and he's not able to do that. And Bates tries to get it down court and overthrows Pennington by a little bit. That's going to go out of bounds, and Canfield will get the ball.
I think that's two of the last three times the Raiders have had the ball, Tom. That's led to a turnover. When Heron was trying to pass the ball ahead earlier to Graham, and Graham kind of turned and started running and didn't look. And then that time Pennington stopped, and Bates was not expecting him to.
Trey Dye pushing the ball up court. Trey Dye for three, and Trey Dye hits for three. It's 17-15 Canfield.
Foster didn't give Dye a lot of room there. He just went for it.
That's Dye's second three-pointer on the night. Moy inside to Khalil Williams. Khalil Williams can't get that one to go off the glass. And Aston Bates gets blocked by Khalil Williams, and it's taken away by Trey Dye. And Khalil Williams is going to bump Trey Dye on the way down and pick up his first foul of the evening.
Battling underneath there, but there were four Cardinals around him. It's going to be hard to secure that rebound when you get four defenders around you.
And Trey Dye drives it up the middle for the layup. 19-15 Canfield.
Mr. Dye going on a bit of an offensive streak here.
Graham and Moy out front for the Raiders. Underneath to Aston Bates. Nice vision right there, and Bates puts it in to make it a 19-17 ball game. Nice pass by Moy into Bates on that one.
Great vision. Great vision there, seeing him under there.
Khalil Williams picks up a quick second foul. He'll take a seat for now.
Here's a nice look at that again. This wonderful pass there. Moy was able to get it underneath to Bates there. It was wonderful.
That ball is tipped around, and Donovan Heron winds up with it. The sophomore bringing it up court for the Raiders. Bates going hard into the lane. And he's going to lose his footing and get called for a travel. And that's another turnover for Harding.
The momentum tides yet again in a game shifting back and forth. The Raiders would like to get the consistency here now that they've come back and keep this game close to the half.
That ball's tipped by Dom Foster. Nice save by Foster. Foster gets it into Bates. Bates all the way down. And Bates up and in with a layup to tie the game at 19.
Another hustle play leading to a transitional points. Coach Franklin's got to be happy to see that.
Trey Dye working in against Heron. Gets it up in the lane. That's no good. Dom Foster winds up with the ball, and he'll bring it up court. Gets it down to Duncan Moy. Moy driving in. And Moy with the running jumper. That doesn't go. Rebound Canfield. That's Panalakis on the rebound. Trey Dye for three. And Dye hits again. That's his third three of the night. And it's 22-19 Canfield. And another timeout. Canfield taking the timeout at this point.
Dye very quietly has put up 15 of Canfield's 22 points already tonight. So he's feasting from behind the arc.
He's got a few threes and he's driven the lane nicely a couple times. The 5'11" senior for Canfield taking charge for the Cardinals.
We've got some more sporting events coming your way this coming week. On Tuesday, we've got a tri-meet happening for our boys and girls swim team against Howland and Hubbard, and that will be happening around 5 p.m. on Tuesday. And then we also have a basketball game against Boardman in the evening. And there's also another swim competition on Thursday against Poland. So some swimming will be featured next week.
Duncan Moy inbounds to Donovan Heron. Heron pushes the ball up court. Canfield so far has been sitting back in that half-court defense, but they've done a nice job with that. Johnny Graham looking inside. Pushes it back out to Moy. That pass is a little bit high. Moy corrals it in. And that ball was tipped by Panalakis. Trey Dye once again. This time it doesn't go. And again, another offensive board for Canfield. And that's number 4, Ryan Petro, looking for the three. No good. And number 12, Chase Lowry with the putback.
Just didn't get boxed out there. The Raiders weren't able to box him out there on that rebound.
Haston Bates trying to get one off the glass. Can't get it to go. Panalakis inside to Lowry once again, and Lowry puts it up for another easy one inside, and all of a sudden Canfield back out to a 7-point lead at 26-19.
Rocket pass by Panalakis there.
Nice drive in there for Dom Foster to make it 26-21.
Since the Raiders just happy to get those points on the board, try to get some of that momentum going back here.
That pass gets away from Canfield. Harding basketball. Ty Pennington checking back in for the Raiders. Tom Foster inside, and he loses that one, trying to get up the layup in the lane. Kind of loses a handle on that ball, gets out of bounds. Canfield.
Got into the lane there, and there were 3 Cardinals waiting for him.
Petro inbounding it over to Trey Dye. Dye with the left hand off the glass, no good. Pennington with the rebound. Donovan Heron gets it back down in a hurry, looking inside, bumps it out to Johnny Graham. Johnny Graham outside the arc, and Johnny Graham hits for 3.
Graham feeling it from the outside right now.
And it's 24-26. Pennington almost knocks that one away, and he knocks it out of bounds. Nice quick hands there by Ty Pennington.
And like I said, Tom, that doesn't seem like a big deal right now, but you start getting hands up and you start to frustrate them a little bit, maybe cause them to make an errant pass later.
Got a minute 2 left before the half, and it is a 26-24 Canfield lead. Harding has battled back in this one, finding themselves down early by 10. Trey Dye again into the lane. Offensive board by Panalakis. Panalakis gets it up and in, and it's 28-24. And Harding, nice save there by Johnny Graham, but it gets back into the hands of Canfield. Harding trying to get the ball back, trying to get a shot. Here comes Dom Foster. Foster with the layup, and it's 28-26. 25 seconds to play. Trey Dye drives it in, pumps it out to Panalakis. Panalakis for 3, and that's no good. Harding with a chance to close the gap before the half. Under 10 seconds to play. Khalil Williams into the lane. In and out. And that's going to be Canfield ball with 3.3 seconds to play in the half.
Time was ticking down there. Williams might have been better served to drive it in than kick it out to one of the shooters outside. But, you know, when you got 10 seconds left, you're just kind of trying to get to the hoop and get some points before half.
Hopefully maybe draw a foul there, but he didn't accomplish that. Trey Dye down in a hurry. And Dye is off the mark on that last second shot. And we head to halftime, and it is 28-26. Canfield Cardinals on top of your Harding Raiders at the moment. But Harding's got to feel pretty good right now. They were down a lot early, and they have battled back. Yeah,
I'd say they have to feel really good because, you know, when you're down 10 or 8 to start the game, I think it might have been 10. When you're that far down to start the game, you're feeling a little deflated. But they came out, and instead they climbed back, as other teams have done a couple times in some heartbreakers against them this year. They were the ones that are climbing back into this now, and we got a great ball game here going to half.
Another back and forth AAC contest. Well, we got about 10 minutes for a halftime, so we'll take a little break here, and we'll see you back here at the start of the third quarter.
Don't go anywhere, Raider fans.
Well, welcome back, Raider fans and any Canfield fans. We have some Canfield people out there. We're glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you're enjoying the ball game and the broadcast. Halftime has ended. We're ready to start the third quarter. And Harding comes out down 28-26, but they have battled back. Early on, they were down 10 points to the Cardinals in the first quarter. Cardinals worked it again to a 7-point lead a little bit later on in the half, but Harding at the moment finds themselves down only 2. And Canfield will have the ball to open up the third quarter. And Trey Dye with 15 points for the Canfield Cardinals. He's been pretty much their floor general for the evening. Dye again for 3. And that one's in and out. Johnny Graham battles for the rebound, picks it up. He gets it out to Dom Foster. Foster down to Aston Bates. Then Foster into the lane. Foster can't get it. Foster with a nice putback of his own shot, and that ties the game at 28.
Excellent follow-up by Foster there. Excellent.
Had that shot blocked and grabbed it again before he even hit the ground and got it back up there.
I'm not sure he ever hit the ground, Tom.
I
feel like he went back up.
It was Jordan-esque.
It was. It was amazing.
Khalil Williams fires that ball out to Donovan Herron. Herron drives the lane, and Herron gets it up, and doesn't get that one to go. Panalakis with the rebound. He gets it down. And I think that's Lowry. Lowry with the layup to make it 30-28 Canfield. And we are starting the third quarter the way we ended the first half. Fast and furious, back and forth. Aston Bates has that knocked away by Lowry, and Lowry feeds it out. Trey Dye with his 17th point of the evening, making it 32-28.
The Raiders created a lot of point opportunities off the turnovers, and that's what the Cardinals did right there.
Johnny Graham from 3, and that one's off the back of the rim, but Khalil Williams with the offensive board, and Khalil Williams puts it up and in to make it 32-30.
Khalil's going to be very happy to see that layup going. He missed a couple of close ones. I know he was disappointed by it. Saw him on the sidelines being pretty upset about it. Finished strong that time.
Lakers feeds it off to Dye underneath. Dye off the side. Dye follows his own shot up, trying to go up against Aston Bates. High off the glass, and Trey Dye gets it to go.
Nice finish over the big man there.
That's 19 for Trey Dye, and he's having a nice ball game for himself. Here's Khalil Williams off the glass, and Khalil Williams again to keep it a 2-point ball game. Lowry taking into the paint. Can't get it up and over Aston Bates, and we said it before, sometimes all he has to do is just stand there and put his arms up.
Just stand there and be in the way.
And
fast and furious. I feel like we're watching like a Thursday night college football game here.
Yeah.
We got some action going on here. Just a lot of fast and furious offensive firepower here.
Harding lost that one out of bounds underneath their own basket. Canfield again on the offense. Trey Dye into the paint once again. And again he gets his own rebound, and this time he draws a foul. I think that might be, I think that's Khalil Williams. Nope, Aston Bates. That's his first one of the night. And Trey Dye steps up to the line for 2.
Keeping Bates out of foul trouble is very important because that's what kind of hurt them a little bit at the end of the Fitch game, I think.
Yeah, I think he made a definite difference on some of those drives inside for Fitch late in that ball game.
Right. Fitch got a couple offensive rebounds too that they might not have been able to come up with if you have Bates under there. So only one foul at this point of the game. That's good.
Trey Dye sinks them both, and Dye with 21 on the night. 21 of Canfield's 36 points. Trey Dye has been Mr. Everything for Canfield so far this evening. Dom Foster with the running jump shot from the foul line. Doesn't get that one to go, and he intercepts the pass and draws a foul on Gerdick. Harding with a much more balanced attack. Tom Foster going to the line for 2. He's got 8 points right now. Aston Bates with 9.
Tom Foster the line for 2 free throws.
Foster with a chance to once again cut the lead, Canfield lead to 2. And the first one's good.
I think Foster's tenacity under the hoop can't be understated right now. He's really
he is fighting hard, especially under that offensive board.
Yeah, he is. He's gotten a couple now where he's put him back up, gets him to the line here this time.
And Foster makes both of his free throws, and it is once again a 2-point game, 36-34 Canfield. Pennington checking in for the Raiders. Nick Panalakis will bring the ball up court. He'll toss it off to Trey Dye. Let Dye set the offense up.
They had Dye under the hoop there for a second open, but they didn't see him.
Chase Lowry loses a handle, gets it back, and Dye from way downtown. This one's short. And there's the rebound for Don Foster. Foster pushing it up court. Foster inside. Tries to get it up off the glass. That doesn't go. Trey Dye trying to drive the lane again. Long pass down court to Foster. Foster inside, and Foster up and in, and Foster draws the foul, and Harding with a chance to take a lead.
Really impressed by Foster right now. He's really just trying to will himself to the rim here.
Score all knotted up at 36, and Dom Foster on the line trying to complete the 3-point play. And Foster makes his free throw, and for the first time in the second half, the Raiders have the lead. The big man, Aston Bates, checks back in for Harding. Guy gets it underneath. Ball's bounced back out to Panalakis. Panalakis drives it in. Johnny Graham got a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Canfield ball.
Canfield is very good at kind of spacing the floor. There seems to be always a multiple choices for whoever has the ball to make the pass. So that does make it tough to defend them.
And that looks like it's going to be a foul on Duncan Moy as Trey Dye tried to drive that in. That's Moy's first of the ball game.
I don't have a master's degree in body language, but I don't think Moy agreed with that call.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he was not happy with that call.
He had to kind of had the, what, me?
I did not do that.
Trey Dye for three, and Dye hits again for three.
Dye is deadly from behind that arc.
The aptly named Trey Dye.
Yes, indeed. Many trays, abundant tonight.
That's 24 points for the young man. Ty Pennington trying for three, and that's off. And this time, Foster gets a little over-exuberant, trying to go for that offensive board. And that's going to be his third of the evening. And Don Foster will take a seat after that third foul. Khalil Williams will check in for him. It's a 39-37 Canfield lead with 2:40 to play in the third quarter.
Another great game this week here in the Palace.
And there's a drive by Martin Escobar, and he draws a foul, and Canfield with an opportunity to get themselves up by 5 all of a sudden. Escobar, the 6-foot senior, gets that one to go and draws a foul. Does not connect on the free throw, so it remains a 4-point Canfield lead. And Johnny Graham from way downtown. That's in and out, but Aston Bates with the rebound. Aston Bates gets it to go and draws the foul.
Strong man move there by Bates.
And Bates with a chance to make it a 1-point ball game.
Look at him finish strong here. Now he'll be at the line.
And Bates connects, and it is 41-40. Canfield on a couple of occasions that look like they're starting to maybe distance themselves a little bit, but Harding continues to fight back.
Scratching and clawing tonight, Tom.
Escobar had a thought, gets it inside, and that doesn't go, and Bates winds up with it. Bates is pushing the ball up the court. And he'll get it back out front to Johnny Graham, and Harding will settle into their offense. Here comes Khalil Williams driving the lane. And that one doesn't go.
Nice defense played by Canfield there. Just not giving it to him, making him earn every step there. Couldn't finish.
Trey Dye. Escobar fights for the offensive board.
We got a timeout by Canfield on that, Tom. He's feeling a little trapped there by the double team. Good timeout there by Coach McElroy. Thanks to our fans who are commenting on our YouTube chat. We appreciate that. Glad that you're part of this broadcast with us. And we hope that you'll tell your friends. And we appreciate that Mr. John Fowley likes the backboard cam.
Backboard cam.
I've known Mr. John Fowley for a very long time.
I've known him for a few years myself.
Yes, yes. I believe he was, I could be incorrect on this, but I think he was my yearbook representative when I was in high school. He was the guy that was in charge of doing that, I'm pretty sure. So I was probably 17 then, so it's been a couple moons ago.
Jim Pitlick checking in with us tonight. Good to see you, Jimmy. And Escobar with the ball out front, gets it off to Lowry. Lowry underneath the Trey Dye. Dye up and in for his 25th and 26th points of the evening. 43-40, Canfield takes a lead with just over a minute to play in the third quarter. Johnny Graham for three, and that one's off the mark. Escobar with the rebound, and Trey Dye will settle it down and bring it up court.
Graham's gotten a few good looks tonight, Tom. He's just cooled off a little bit behind the arc. But he's gotten a couple
in
good
the
looks.
first half. Hasn't quite gotten the rhythm back here in the third quarter. Underneath, Trey Dye all by himself, and one of the few misses tonight for Trey Dye. He was all by himself, couldn't get that one to go. Harding with the rebound.
And that cut underneath the hoop has been open multiple times tonight. They've only seen it once.
And Bates takes it in, and that's a nice block for Canfield, results in a jump ball. The possession arrow goes to Harding, so Harding will take the ball out underneath their own hoop. And in a game like this, that possession arrow is going to be a thing to look at later on.
As I've mentioned, not my favorite aspect of the game, the possession arrow. I don't love it.
I missed the jump ball.
Yeah, give me the jump ball. That's what I'm talking
the jump
about.
Ball.
See who can jump higher. Let's give it to them. And the possession arrow, I don't love.
Donovan Herron from just inside the arc, and Donovan Herron hits to make it a one-point ball game once again.
Waves that one off. Great step-back jump shot there from Donovan to end the third quarter there. Mr. Herron with a nice jumper.
And we go to the fourth, and it is Canfield 43, your Harding Raiders 42, and another barn burner at the Palace.
It feels like this could be another one of those down to the wire. There's that great jump shot there at the end of the quarter.
Nice play there by Mr. Herron, the sophomore.
Feel free, if you are enjoying this broadcast, you'll see there that YouTube is nicely laid out with this beautiful subscribe button right underneath the screen. Feel free to subscribe to WSCN, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified whenever we go live with any events. And you can just we're trying to schedule the events ahead of time so you guys can set reminders, and you don't miss any of the Warren G. Harding Raider action here in this season, which has been interesting to say the least for people to watch. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible for people to watch the action from home.
These days of limited capacity seating.
Yes, and there's socially distanced here, but there's people here. You can hear the crowd. They're getting behind the kids here from both teams. Canfield's a nice contingent out here tonight as well.
Panalakis trying to get the ball inside. Gets that over to Harry Slavin. Slavin down the corner to Escobar. Back out to Trey Dye. He finds Escobar under the basket, and Escobar's a little bit too far under the basket, but that ball gets knocked out of bounds by Harding.
I almost feel as though Canfield benefits most when they're patient with the ball and they wait for someone to kind of cut to the hoop and get open. A lot of motion causes a little bit of confusion. I don't know if playing run and gun back and forth is the best way for them to find success here.
And that ball is going to come off of Dom Foster, and Canfield will retain possession right here. Trey Dye will step out and inbounds it. He gets that into Escobar.
I think they're wondering why there wasn't a backcourt there. That does seem kind of strange.
I thought I was waiting for the whistle myself on that one.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't a backcourt violation, but play on.
Underneath the Panalakis, Slavin underneath the Panalakis, and Panalakis converts to make it 45-42 Canfield.
Good move by Pantelakis there. Nice, decisive, quick cut to the hoop.
Foster out to Johnny Graham, and Johnny Graham not quite feeling it yet in the third quarter. Misses another three-point attempt. Long pass down court to Pantelakis. Back out to Pantelakis. And again in the hands of Trey Dye. They had Escobar underneath, but that pass was a little too tall for him.
It seems like it has been there for them quite a few times tonight, Tom. They've only taken advantage of it maybe twice. The pass was a little high, but
sometimes it looks like they're kind of taking advantage of the aggressive defense.
Right.
For Harding, get that double team out front, and then we said before, if there's a double team,
somebody's
open somewhere.
That's right. Someone is wide open somewhere, so you got to find him.
Donovan Herron sets up for three, and this one's off the back of the rim. Rebound for Gerdick.
Raiders have had some nice distance shots open. They're just not making them. Nice
underneath the Trey Dye. Dye cannot get that one to go. And that's Dom Foster, and he's going to draw a foul. Looks like that foul is going to go on Dye. But that's his first of the evening.
A little bit of contact going on tonight from both sides. The refs letting them play a little bit. We appreciate what the referees do here. Coming and watching over these games for these young men and young women, letting them play and get their season in.
Having done a lot of umpiring myself, it is at times an unappreciated endeavor.
I'm sure there are moments where you must question why you are doing that. Good finish there under the hoop by Canfield. I'm looking to see here, what exactly they're drawing up. This game is back and forth. It's still anyone's game, so I think that whoever takes advantages of the mistakes the other team makes in a close game like this, just one missed defensive assignment, one offensive rebound can make all the difference between a win and a loss. So,
and there have been a few open opportunities for both teams. Who could take advantage of those?
Right. Yeah, we talked about it with Austin Town. A couple of missed free throws down the stretch.
Right.
It made a big difference in that game.
5:45 to play. It is a 3-point Canfield lead at this moment, 45-42. Harding will be taking the ball out. And Foster inbounds it to Donovan Herron. Johnny Graham drives it into the paint, and Graham will draw a foul on that one.
That pass was kind of low for Graham. I think he wanted to take the three, but once he got the low ball, he was just able to see an open lane in front of him. So he took it, kind of improvised that into a scoring opportunity here.
That's the first foul on Canfield's Nick Pantelakis. Johnny Graham with an opportunity again to make it a 1-point ball game. Just can't get that first one to go. And the second one rattles around and finally goes through, and it's a 45-43 ball game. Khalil Williams, another key underclassman, sophomore, checking back in for the Raiders. There's the cross-court pass to Trey Dye, and Dye hits another one. 29 points for Trey Dye, and it's 48-43. Khalil Williams drives it into the lane, and he's going to get called for walking on that one.
Trey Dye is really just doing everything right now for Canfield. He really is a scoring machine. You can't even give him a foot of space.
And he's going to be that guy as we get down to the last minute or two of this ball game that you cannot lose track of.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to leave him open because he's obviously thriving on that right now. I can't remember exactly how many threes he's got.
It may be as many as 5 at this point.
Yeah, he's got quite a few.
And If he's open, he has not missed a jumper open that I can recall. He's from outside. He's gotten inside on several occasions. And
offensive juggernaut.
Trey Dye working against Dom Foster out front. Now Dye drives a lane, little stumble, but up and in. 31 points for Trey Dye. And it is all of a sudden, once again, a 7-point Canfield lead as we approach 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
Dye had a pinhole size space there to go, and he found his way into the hoop and made a great layup there.
And that's going to be an offensive foul on Aston Bates. That'll be his 3rd foul of the evening. That will turn the ball over to the Cardinals. I think Coach Franklin questioning that call. I'm thinking Bates may have had a elbow there on that spin move or something.
Yeah, it's possible. You know, pretty much, as I said earlier, they've been kind of letting him play. I mean, there's been a couple of that. There's been some arms extended here and there on drives from both sides, and they've kind of been letting it go. So, yeah, that was kind of a surprising call.
Petro bringing the ball up court against Johnny Graham, working on him. Canfield calls a timeout on that as their man was trapped over there on the far line.
There's that layup earlier by Dye, which is really just a great finish there. I'm really impressed by his awareness on the court, and you know, you think he's got no chance of getting to the rack, and he finds a way there. But he also has the range, so makes him a major threat.
Looked like he even stumbled on that play a little bit, still maintained control of the ball, got it up and in.
Right.
Under 4 minutes of play, and Harding looking at a 7-point deficit, trying to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, this team has really shown me a lot of determination tonight. The Raiders being down early, coming back, and it's going to be tested again here. Down 7 with 4 minutes left. What do you got left in the tank? What can you do to pull within striking distance and try to snag a win here?
Harding seems to be at their best when they can be patient and work their offense, but it won't be much longer before the clock becomes a real issue in trying to do that.
Yes. Yeah, there's still lots of time left, but you do kind of have to press the issue here soon.
Trey Dye gets the ball into Chase Lowry, and there's a pass from Gerdick underneath, and Dye
Raiders have a chance to cut into that lead right here now.
travel call against Jake Schneider. Big, tall freshman for Canfield in the ball game right now.
Like to see the Raiders be patient here and wait for the right shot.
Cross-court pass to Johnny Graham. And again, the Raiders working that perimeter, trying to find something inside, or maybe the open three. Foster inside. Foster gets it blocked. And that's going to remain Warren Harding basketball as that one gets out of bounds.
I don't know which Cardinal got the hand on the ball there, Tom. That was a solid block, though. Really, really nice play on that.
They've had a few of those inside. They're holding their ground. The Raiders try to hit the lane. Duncan Moy for three. And that's off the back of the rim. Rebound brought down by Schneider. Lowry gets it back out to Dye. They're double teaming Dye over there in the corner. He's going to need some help. And Dye breaks the double team with that ball. And Dom Foster's going to get called for the foul on that one. And Dye goes down, and he's going to be a little slow getting up.
I think he took a little bit of a shot there to the side of the head.
And that's Dom Foster's 4th foul.
Yeah, hustle play from both sides, and just some contact happened, but looks like they're called timeout here. Hopefully no ill effects from that.
2:44 to play. Score remains 50-43 with Canfield on top by 7.
I think if you're the Raiders here, you gotta obviously get a stop quickly. I think that Canfield's going to be quite happy just draining some of this clock, but you got to find a way to get the ball here without letting them score, and then work it inside very quickly. Probably to Bates. Try to get 2 points and just make this a 5-point game. One step at a time. You don't need to take threes or any desperation shots right now. Greg Lincoln giving a shout out to the Cards. Thanks for tuning in, Greg. Hope you're enjoying the game. In a back-and-forth game like this, 7 points feels like a gigantic lead, I'm sure, if you're the Cardinals. But you just got to be smart with the ball here.
Still time to be patient.
Yes.
Again, the double team effort on Trey Dye. He gets the ball over to Petro.
Canfield's worked his clock all the way down to 2 minutes now.
They seem to be content to just work the ball around. And there's underneath the Gurdick. It was Gurdick, and Gurdick cannot get that one to go. And even though Khalil Williams got a hand on that one, it went down. 52-43.
The 2 points was nice for them, but the big thing was the over a minute taken off the clock.
Donovan Herron looking for 3. It doesn't go. And Canfield again. This now Harding's starting to press the issue defensively. The freshman Schneider tries to take it in. Rebound for Gurdick, and Gurdick with the follow-up.
Some great plays here down the stretch from some of the Cardinals here, more experienced junior and senior players that have really contributed tonight. Obviously, we've mentioned multiple times Trey Dye is their big weapon, but several seniors have snagged rebounds and made some big plays for Canfield tonight to kind of secure this game.
Duncan Moy short on that. We're under a minute left, and Canfield with their largest lead of the evening at 11 points, and I think they're just going to be content to let the clock run down. Harding will foul on that. Looks like Donovan Herron's going to pick up his first foul of the night. And unfortunately for the Raiders, that puts Trey Dye on the line. So and Dye handles the first of that one-on-one. And Dye hits on the back end. It's a 56-43 lead, 45 seconds to play. Donovan Herron looking for 3.
Strong finish by the Cardinals in the fourth quarter here. Just very patient offensively. We're able to find some of those open looks that have been kind of there tonight. and that's going to lead them to a win tonight. Just a strong finish in the fourth quarter, really. Valiant effort from the Raiders, especially that early comeback, but the experience of the Cardinals, slightly too much.
And Dye again goes to the line. And he connects once again, and that's 35 points for Canfield's Trey Dye. Donovan Heron can't get the 3 to go, and I tend to think that we're just going to watch the clock run down these last 10 to 15 seconds. And that looks like your final score is going to be Canfield 58, Harding 43. Strong fourth quarter by the Cardinals.
It was, and it was what doomed the Raiders tonight. Hopefully they'll be able to piece this. They just need to piece the entire game together. They have the strong finishes in some games and have let people back in. And then tonight they had a really wonderful comeback, but then just at the end, I think the experience of the Cardinals proved to be a little too much for them to handle.
I think it was a 1-point ball game to start the fourth quarter.
Yes, it was. Right, so they just weren't able to finish strong.
Harding, that Canfield defense and some shooting woes for Harding. I think they only scored a couple points really in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, the outside shots weren't going down for me. Then they had some open looks. They just weren't making them, and that that starts to begin to feel frustrating. Then you try to force the issue and creates opportunities on the other end for the Cardinals tonight.
Well, what started out was 3 quarters of a very exciting ball game. Then Canfield pulled away in the fourth quarter, largely on the back of Trey Dye. Dye knocking down 35 for the Cardinals tonight, and he did it every which way imaginable. He did it from outside the arc. He got inside the lane, and if there's a Player of the Game award to be had, I think it's got to go to him.
Yes, I think he definitely was the 35. You can't really you can't stop. It's hard to stop a team when someone's putting 35 on you. That's very difficult for sure.
Well, that'll about do it for us from the Palace at Atlantic and Elm, and Harding falls to 1-6 and 1-2 in the conference. The Canfield Cardinals are going to improve to 6-8, and that is their first conference win as they go to 1-2 in the AAC. And well, that'll about do it for us then, Fred.
Thanks for joining us, Tom. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. I'm glad you had me here. Thankful for that. And Raider Nation and Cardinal Nation out there, we appreciate you Cardinal fans turning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.